Hello everyone and welcome back to DevDadPlays. Today we have a very special tutorial. My son has requested that I create a tutorial for him of the game Plague Inc. Evolved. There will be a lot more detail because he's 6 years old and this is an advanced game, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Welcome to Plague Inc. Are you ready to infect the world? In this tutorial, we'll learn the basics of Plague Inc. and infect the world together. Think of it as infectious disease school. First, you need to choose where your disease will begin. Start in China. Click it to select. Now, pop the bubble to infect patient 0 and start the game. Your plague has been unleashed. Below, you can see how many people are infected with your disease. Red bubbles appear when you infect a new country. Pop the bubbles to get some DNA points. DNA points are very important. You can spend them to evolve your disease and make it stronger. You will get more DNA points as you infect and kill people across the world. You also get DNA by popping orange bubbles when they appear. Pop the bubble now. Nice. See how many DNA points you have here? This is the disease menu. Here you can evolve new traits to make your disease stronger. Your plague needs to spread faster. Let's go to the transmission tab. It costs DNA points to evolve your disease. Let's start by getting the livestock transmission. Click Livestock 1. Nice, your infectivity has increased. That should help your plague infect a few more people. When you've finished exploring your disease screen, click X or press Q to return to the map screen. Livestock 1. Livestock susceptible to infection. Increase infectivity, especially in rural regions, and mutations. Air 1 gives pathogen ability to travel on dust particles, increase infectivity, especially in arid environments, and plane transmission. Pathogen can survive outside the body in fresh, warm water. Increase infectivity, especially in humid environments and ship transmission. Blood 1 gives organism ability to spread through blood-to-blood contact, increase infectivity, especially in poor regions, and mutation chance. Insect 1. Insects susceptible to infection. Carrier insects increase infectivity, especially in hot climates, and chance of mutation. Rodent 1. Common flea susceptible to infection, increase infectivity, especially in urban regions, and mutation. Bird 1. Birds become susceptible to infection. Avian carriers increase infectivity, land transmission, and mutation. Nausea. Irritated stomach lining leads to discomfort. Slight chance of infection when kissing. Coughing. Chance of infection by spreading pathogen into surroundings, especially in high-density urban areas. Rash. The skin becomes blistered and painful, slightly increasing infectivity. Anemia. Decrease in red blood cells or hemoglobin in the blood can lead to hypoxia in the organs. cysts, painful lumps containing pockets of the pathogen, slight chance of bursting, which can spread disease. Insomnia. Inability to sleep makes people irritable and less productive. Bacterial Resilience 1. Create bacterial shell to protect against all climates. Drug Resistance 1. Pathogen becomes resistant to Class 1 and 2 antibiotics. Increase effectiveness in wealthy countries. Heat Resistance 1. Pathogen evolves to withstand hot temperatures and climates. Cold Resistance 1. Pathogen evolves to withstand cold temperatures and climates. You can change the game speed. Here are your time controls. The game is currently paused. Click play or press Alpha 1 to unpause it. Click fast forward or press Alpha 2 to speed the game up. And click faster forward or press Alpha 3 to speed it up some more. You can also zoom in for a closer view of the action. Scroll up or drag the slider up to zoom in. Use the up, down, left and right keys or WASD keys to navigate around the map while zoomed in. When you're zoomed in, use scroll down or drag the slider down to zoom back out and see the whole world again. When it comes to this game, I prefer to either start with transmission or abilities at first. Transmission if I want to get it across the entire population as quickly as possible. Usually I concentrate on evolve air or water and just go all the way through this. And then I make my way back here and grab the bacterial shell, just so that it can withstand the temperatures in every region. Usually that's sufficient to get it everywhere. Level 2, Bacterial Resilience 2. Bacterial shell thickened, further increasing bacteria survivability in all climates. Bacterial Resilience 3. Bacterial shell practically impregnable, further increasing bacteria survivability in all climates. You can see any recent news events here. Click here or press R to read more. Make sure you keep an eye on the news so you know what's going on in the world and can react accordingly. This is in reference to this right here. Airplanes use new sterilization air filters. That means that it'll be more complicated getting our virus around the world if we try to concentrate on air. Click here or press R again to close the news window. Now's the time to start doing the water transmission, I believe. At certain points, the game does tend to get a little bit dull. That's when you kick on the high speed. But you don't want to miss those bubbles when they pop, because they will go away. Your disease has infected another country. DevDad is really starting to spread. Pop the red bubble to get more DNA. Let's look a bit closer at the country your disease just infected. Click here to select that country. The country screen shows how individual countries are responding to your disease. This shows if the country's borders are open or not. If a country has shut its borders, your disease will struggle to get in. Here are actions that the government is carrying out to try and prevent your disease from spreading. Here, you can see how much money the country is spending to research a cure for your disease. Here, you can learn some more about your country. When you're finished exploring the country screen, click X to return to the map screen. One of the tricks I like to do when I'm playing in these games is I will keep my thumb over near the spacebar, which is the standard for pausing the game. You see a bubble pop up, it doesn't matter what speed the game is going, you can pause it and reach the bubble before it goes away. Like so. Water 2. Pathogen able to survive in chemically treated water. Increase infectivity, especially in humid environments and ship transmission. Let's check if humans are trying to cure your disease yet. Click here or press E to open the World menu. The World menu shows how your disease is doing on a global level and tracks any human cure research. Here you can see how many people are healthy, infected, or dead worldwide. Use the toggles to filter categories of countries on the minimap. For example, if you want to see any hot or rich countries that you haven't infected yet. Here you see countries listed by if they are healthy, infected, or dead. Hover over each country's name for more details. If the cure reaches 100%, then your disease will be cured and you will lose the game. When you've finished exploring the world screen, click X or press E to exit back to the map screen. We've covered the basics of Plague Inc., and your disease is now ready to go global. Can you infect the world? To win, you must infect and kill the entire world without being cured. Good luck. upgrade lets airplanes be infected again. The air transmission upgrade lets DevDad avoid the new air filters on airplanes and spread between countries again. Air 2 gives organism ability to survive suspended in air for a long time, increase infectivity, especially in arid environments, and plane transmission. UK votes for Brexit and referendum. Voters in the UK vote to leave the EU. Remainers are concerned that this could severely damage the UK, but Leavers claim it will all be fine. Unclear when Brexit will actually happen. Extreme bioaerosol. Pathogen bypasses air-water filters due to adaptive cellular shell, increase infectivity, especially in humid and arid climates, and plane-ship transmission. Now that we've achieved an appropriate level of abilities in transmission, the goal is to wait until we build up to about the maximum number of DNA points, and then hit the game hard. Coughing symptom mutated. DevDad has mutated and developed the coughing symptom without using DNA points. This used to be an issue in the game. Not as much now. Used to cost points to get rid of symptoms like this, but now instead you get points back when you devolve them. We're not ready for coughing yet, so let's devolve it. At this point, it would seem like we have enough infections going around the world. So, now let's push through some symptoms and see if we can't start killing some people. Pneumonia. Serious fluid build and discharge from the lungs. People in cold climates especially vulnerable. Pulmonary fibrosis. Scarring of the lung causes shortness of breath and extreme coughing. Can be fatal when combined with intense exercise. Total organ failure. Catastrophic cell death of multiple tissue types cause body-wide organ failure and rapid death. Coma. Neuropathic effect in the brainstem causes loss of consciousness and sometimes death, significantly harder to cure. Sneezing. Fluid discharged through sneezing greatly increases infection rate. Now let's see what happens. New minor disease spreading. In a normal checkup, a doctor in Southeast Asia found a new disease which has been named DevDad. It appears to be mostly harmless, but must be investigated further. Other countries are also reporting this disease. First death from DevDad has been confirmed in Iraq. Bad luck or the beginning of something terrible? India shuts down airports. India has become the first country to try to limit the spread of DevDad by limiting access into and out of the country. Time will tell if this will work. Let's give my virus a bit more help in moving between countries. Let's attach it to some birds. Sweden is first to instruct doctors to begin researching it into a cure for DevDad. Without greater funding, it is expected to take a long time. Well, if somebody's looking for a cure for me, that means it is time to start blocking said cures. Drug resistance 1. Pathogen becomes resistant to class 1 and 2 antibiotics. Increase effectiveness in wealthy countries. Genetic hardening. Pathogen becomes harder to analyze in the lab. Decreases future research speed. Nausea symptom mutated. DevDad has mutated and developed the nausea symptom without using DNA points. DevDad has been placed on the WHO watch list. Already dangerous, governments are warned that it could become unstoppable. South Africa has started to send research teams to infected countries hoping to speed up development of a cure for DevDad. Pop blue bubbles to destroy their research. This is when I turn it back to play, just because the blue bubbles can cause you a lot of issues. Genetic hardening 2. The pathogen does not reproduce in lab conditions, decreases future research speed. Finland begins to break down. Normal life in Finland is beginning to break down due to DevDad. Cure research is starting to slow. Good news for us, I guess. Global research focused on cure. Research doctors all around the world are completely focused on developing a cure for DevDad. That's not good.
For Bravo Box Papa.
Well, at this point, what we need to do is we need to reduce their research a little bit. Genetic reshuffle 1. Pathogen DNA strands reassembled. More work needed to develop a cure. Spontaneous infection of Morocco. DevDad has somehow managed to infect Morocco. There's a bit of an issue here. We're not really getting the infection rate we need in hotter climates or in northern climates. So I think we should go in and make some changes. Pathogen evolves to withstand cold temperatures and climates. Pathogen evolves to withstand hot temperatures and climates. Pakistan is first to fall into anarchy due to DevDad. No cure research can take place. Genetic reshuffle 2. A new strain of the pathogen now exists, increasing the work needed to develop a cure. DevDad mutation patterns extraordinary. Scientists are struggling to understand the extraordinary mutation patterns of DevDad. WHO research say that this setback will damage cure efforts. I actually think I need to up the bird element a little bit. Bird 2. Avian brain tissue compromise, causing birds to attack other species. Increased mutation, infectivity, and land-based transmission. Cysts symptom mutated. DevDad has mutated and developed the cysts symptom without using DNA points. The last healthy person on the planet recently became infected with DevDad. So what this means is we can dump everything into whatever we want, and there's zero chance of the planet surviving. Immune suppression. Pathogens attached to lymphocytes, suppressing immune system and allowing significantly greater freedom of mutation, can be lethal. Abscesses. Pockets of infected flesh are painful and act as breeding grounds for the pathogen. increasing infection rates when burst. Rash symptom mutated. DevDad has mutated and developed the rash symptom without using DNA points. Basically, at this point, the game is over, but I will continue until the world completely collapses. And you know what? I'm going to grab some more symptoms too while we're at it. DevDad to destroy humanity. DevDad has destroyed the world, despite the world's best efforts. The last few humans know they are watching the end of history. Vomiting symptom mutated. DevDad has mutated and developed the vomiting symptom without using DNA points. Victory. DevDad has successfully eliminated all life on Earth. Great job. Your disease has successfully eliminated all life on Earth. You're ready to take on the main game. I'd recommend trying normal difficulty. If you need any more help, check out the How to Play section for more advanced tips. So, that was the most lovely game ever. And we have now managed to completely wipe out the population of the Earth in this lovely game. And discovered a new gene. Yay! Well, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial of Plague Inc. Evolution. And always remember, happy gaming. Thanks again for watching. And as I said, happy gaming.